Practice your smiles.
Practice my smile.
There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Live from the Owl's Nest. I'm Jamie.
I'm Alicia.
And together we make Royalwise. So what is Royalwise? It is computer software training and support. And we specialize in QuickBooks, Online, Microsoft Office, and all things Apple. This is our way for us to keep up with you and you to keep up with us. So let's check in with Alicia and see what's going on in the QuickBooks world this week.
Well, we have some news. As always, Intuit is really working hard to put in our customer feedback and improve the software. And so the first announcement is that they are giving a makeover to the invoicing and estimates module. And so sometime between now and 6 months from now, you're going to see a new experience inside your QBO where they're going to streamline it. And I don't have much detail yet, but I'm hoping that it also means that we can make more adjustments and customizations to what the forms look like. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. Available now is a new upgrade to the trips module. That's the mileage tracker. So you can actually install the app on your phone and put it in your pocket, and every time you drive, it will notice that you are moving. And then inside your QuickBooks Online, you can mark whether a trip was business or personal. And the new innovation is that it used to be just available to the primary administrators. Now it's going to be available to all company administrators. So as long as your users have company administrator as their user type, they're going to be able to track their mileage in QBO as well. So that is huge. That's absolutely huge. Another innovation is when you're in your banking center, if you go to app transactions, there's a couple new apps there. One is a connection to Amazon for Business that I absolutely love. So instead of having to log into Amazon to go see what I ordered, you can actually see the products right there in line and enter them right from that interface. There is also now Connect to Square and Connect to Etsy. If you've ever used the Connect to PayPal app, you know it's awesome because it brings in the PayPal transaction and then reduces the fees or deducts the fees. Now there's a new free app for Connect to Square that will either bring in all the individual transactions or one summary transaction, and the releasing one for Etsy as well. So I'm really looking forward to all of those innovations. So that's what's happening in the QuickBooks world. What's happening in the Apple world, Jamie?
Apple world, well, you know, we're still rolling out all this new hardware and dealing with those sorts of things. We need the new operating systems are not going to come out to the fall. My big excitement was I got my new iPad Pro, so I've been playing with a brand new iPad Pro with an M1 chip in it and the Apple Pencil. And last week I did my first iPad OS class, what's new in iPad OS. And so I demoed how to use Scribble with the pencil, and we even looked at the fact that this iPad Pro has a USB-C port instead of a Lightning port. So you could even plug in an external monitor or an external hard drive or all sorts of things like that. And the new Magic Keyboard cool. that you can buy with the iPad Pro actually has a trackpad on it. So now you actually have kind of like a cursor. It's not an arrow, it's a little dot. But you can use the trackpad and click on things and drag and drop them. And all sorts of really neat features that the iPad OS brings to the iPad that the iPhone doesn't have because of the bigger screen.
So it's almost like turning it into a little mini computer.
It is so close to replacing laptops now. If you want a travel machine and you don't want to carry a laptop, the iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard and the Apple Pencil is a great substitute. So I've really been enjoying learning it and teaching it. And so if you want to come by the Royalwise website and log into our Royalwise Owls area, you'll find my new What's New in iPad Pro class, iPad OS class, and watch the class and see what all these new features are all about.
Any news on my 16-inch M1 laptop?
Why, sure. You got to keep waiting.
Oh, that's not news.
That's, well, okay.
All right.
What's the same old story?
Okay. All right. And, well, in other news for Royalwise, Jamie mentioned the Royalwise Owls. We call our learning platform the Owls. It's the on-demand, web-based learning solution. And so our Owls is where we have all of our classes for QuickBooks and for Apple as well, and Microsoft Office. So one of the things that is brand new to me, brand new to us, is that up until now, our Owls has all been content generated by Jamie and I. I have a master's in teaching. I've been teaching technology for 30 odd years, and he's pretty gifted at it himself. But one of the things that's new is that I'm still just me. I know lots of stuff about lots of things, but I don't know everything about everything.
No.
I know. I admitted it on camera.
Okay, we got it. We got proof now.
Yeah. So what I decided to do was call in some of my friends. There's a lot of other QuickBooks trainers out there who specialize in fields that I have a little bit of experience in, but I can't call myself an expert in. So last week we had Veronica Wasek from 5 Minute Bookkeeping come in and do a course for us on cleanup essentials in QBO. She has a whole 15-hour program, and she managed to distill it down into 2 hours of essentials. So you can take that course in our OWLS, and if you're like, ooh, that was awesome, but I want more, you can actually get a discount coupon to apply the cost of the essentials class to her full program. So that worked so well. We had like over 300 people attend it, that we wanted to do this again with some other people. And so I'm excited to know that to let you know that the ink is dry. I just talked to Greg Bosson from QuickBooks Made Easy. That's the program for nonprofits. And he's going to do, in the end of September, he's going to do a class for us as well. So we're going to have a course on nonprofit accounting in our OWLS. So I'm super excited to bring Greg on board. He's one of my favorite instructors and people to hang out with at conferences. So it's definitely going to be a hoot for sure. And then in November, Hector Garcia is going to be joining us to do a course on advanced reporting. We're going to be starting with like, what does every single little button do in the reporting modules in QuickBooks Online? And then we're going to show off some of the features that are in QuickBooks Online Advanced so that you can see if it's a good fit for some of your clients who are report junkies. And then in December, Mariette Martinez is going to be joining us. And she works with entrepreneurs and bookkeepers who are just starting out. And she's like the biggest cheerleader you can get for starting your business and running it successfully from the get-go. So Mariette's going to join us, and we will talk about how to get started in your business. So I'm really excited. I get to have fun with my friends.
There we go. That is spectacular, and we get to expand the Royalwise OWLS program, give you guys more great content, and you can come and get a subscription membership and or watch these other classes and really join this community that we've been building of tech people that want to know more about this tech and know more about it. Yeah. Well, I've got one more thing I want to mention. This is a Royalwise thing. Not only are we on-demand trainers, but we support folks too. And I spend a good amount of my time in my car driving around, going to people's homes, helping people with technology. And then in that process, I end up replacing a lot of machines. So when I bring them a new machine and transfer their data, they're like, what do I do with the old machine? And so for years and years and years, I've been just saying, I'll just take it. I'll figure out what to do with it. And when the pandemic hit, I started donating these to the Buy Nothing group in my neighborhood and getting them into homes for children that needed them for distance learning. And I'm not sure if we need to start doing that again this year or not.
You kind of might.
But we just recently formalized this program, and we call it the Robin Hoot program instead of Robin Hood. It's Robin Hoot. And so I just want to make everybody aware of one of the things that I've been doing is, again, collecting old computers and printers and phones and basically any old tech that you have if you want me to take it when I come and get the new stuff. And either we repurpose it, send it out on Buy Nothing, help a senior get a cheaper machine than they'd have to buy a new machine, and or we donate it down into Free Geek and let Free Geek also, that's a local Portland company that we're big supporters of, where they will then make sure that it's either recycled properly, see if they can reuse it, reduce it, recycle it, whatever they can do. So I just kind of want to hoot our own horn here a little bit and let you know about the Robin Hoot program and the good that we're trying to do for our community, because we think it matters and we don't want to see this stuff go in the landfill. And so if you need guidance or help on buying new stuff, new equipment, new technology, feel free to reach out and ask us questions or set up an appointment so I can guide you through it. If you're in the Portland, Vancouver area, I'm happy to come and do your data transfer and take away your old stuff. And if you're not in the Portland area, still call us and we can do some research and find out where in your area you can achieve that same goal.
Yeah, so we'll take your computer away, we'll wipe it completely clean, put it back to factory standards so it's a fresh machine for somebody who needs it.
Very good. Well, I think we did it. Did we do it?
We did it.
Awesome. Well, I'm Jamie.
I'm Alicia.
And this has been Live from the Owl's Nest. We'll see you in a couple weeks. And for now, we will
see you in class.
See you in class.